And welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan and today I have another unboxing mission. So if you guys want to listen to my entire rant about the crap that I had to deal with for DHL to get this package for this past week, please by all means continue this video and watch the whole thing. However, if you just want to see me take the book out of the pretty Fairyloot bag, skip to minute 11:40, and if you just want to see pictures of the book, skip to minute 13:40, and there's only about 4 or 5 pictures, so that will end that. But if you do want to hear my rant about what I just had to deal with this past week and listen to it, I don't know that, have fun. Bye. This unboxing is coming to you about 5 days late because of DHL. So while I open this, I'm going to tell you the story of why this package was supposed to be here on Monday. The 15th, I believe, was Monday. Yeah, Monday the 15th. Today is Friday the 19th. This package is super effing late, and I am super pissed about it, but also very happy to have it. So I'll tell you the story of what happened as I open this box. So this is one of my Fairyloot orders, as you can see from the beautiful Fairyloot tape. I ordered this book months and months ago. It is, if I am correct, it is the Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare. And I do not have their version of the Chain of Gold, but as you can see right here, I have my space for the Chain of Iron. I have the regular Chain of Gold. I have not read any of Cassandra Clare's books. So anyway, I ordered this book forever ago, and I have had many international DHL packages from Fairyloot and from Illumicrate. So I have never had a problem with DHL up until today. Well, up until this week. They always leave their packages on my porch, and only one time was a package left in my mailbox. So I don't know what happened, but I was super freaking mad when I got the text messages on Monday that said, oh, your package via DHL Express will be delivered, what did it say? By the end of day today. That was at 8 a.m. on Monday. So at 8:11 p.m., it says, oh, we tried to deliver, but nobody was there to sign for it. And I'm like, I don't work. I'm always home. I was here to sign for it. You didn't even come to my door. My house faces the street, and I live on an end street in a neighborhood. So the only thing on the other side of my street is the woods. So I have my windows open all day, like these windows are open. I can see into my backyard. My living room faces the front yard where you would go to the front door. So no one ever came up to my house. I never saw a yellow DHL truck, and I was super pissed. And I was like, whatever. So Tuesday morning at 9:12, I got the same text. Oh, your package is with the carrier. It'll be here by the end of the day. I am so sorry, the lawn mowing people. It is lawn mowing day in my neighborhood. So you're going to hear that, and I apologize. And if I need to re-record this, I will. So Tuesday, it never came, and I did not get a second text that said they tried to deliver it. So Wednesday, I got a text at 9:40 in the morning that says, oh, you'll have your package by the end of the day. So I called DHL, and I'm like, bro, what the hell is going on? They're like, we have no idea. Your package is with the carrier, but we don't track our drivers, and we also don't have their phone numbers. I'm like, then how the fuck do you get in touch with your drivers? Like, how do you send them notifications or whatever? And they're like, oh, well, blah, 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 we have a system. And I'm like, okay, well, send a message and tell them to bring my effing package. It was supposed to be here Monday. And they're like, okay, well, we'll get it, and you'll have your package by the end of the day, we promise. And so I called again at 5 p.m. They said, if you don't, they said, you know, your package will be there by the end of the day. Well, they are like, they have until 9 p.m. to deliver it. I'm like, well, what time zone are you working from? Because I've heard that for the last 3 days. And they're like, well, we're working off of Arizona time. I'm like, okay, well, you're 3 hours behind me. So that's not going to work. I was like, whatever. As long as my package gets here, I'm good. So they dilly-dally. I get a text message on Thursday morning saying, your DHL package will be here by the end of the day today. So, of course, I have to wait until 9 a.m. my time to call DHL because they don't open until 6 a.m. Arizona time. If I called them at 6 a.m. my time, it'd be like 1 o'clock in the morning for them. So I waited until 9 a.m., which was 6 when they started their day. And I called them, and I'm like, so what is going on with the package? Oh, it's going to be there by the end of the day today. So 5 p.m. rolls around, my time, and mind you, they're still 3 hours behind me. So I'm like, bro, where is my package? And they're like, well, it's still out for delivery. We have until 9 p.m. I'm like, well, it better be here today. They're like, it's going to be there today. The driver has it. It's with the carrier. That's the last time it was scanned into the system. And I said, it better be. So I call again at 7. And, or when I was on the phone with them at 5, I'm like, I want a supervisor. I need to speak to a supervisor. They're like, well, we're working from home right now, so all we can do is send a support ticket and have a supervisor call you back in an hour and a half. If they don't call you back within an hour and a half, you need to call us back. And I said, fine, I will do that. So nobody calls me. Big surprise. Nobody calls me back. And I'm like, all right, so it's 7. And I'm like, okay, I'm calling back. So I called back at 7. And I was like, I need to speak to a supervisor because I was told one would call me back in 2 hours and no one has. They're like, well, we can't transfer you to a supervisor. We're not authorized to do that. So we just have to send another support ticket. And I was like, well, send it because you need to tell me where my package is. And she says, oh, it's with the driver. It's going to be delivered. We have until 9 p.m. I'm like, I know. I've heard that all week, but I still don't have my package. It was supposed to be here Monday. So they're like, well, it'll be there today, absolutely for sure, today by 9 p.m. I said, all right, it better be. So 9:41 rolls around. It's completely dark outside. I've closed my windows and I've left my front porch light on because I'm like, maybe they'll still deliver it. And I'm like, if they're running off of Arizona time, who knows what's going on. So obviously I check 9:40 goes by and I'm like, all right, I'm calling them again because I know they're 3 hours behind, so they're still working hours for them. So I call. And they're like, well, we have until 9 p.m. to deliver it. I'm like, I understand you are working on Arizona time, but it is 9:41 in South Carolina. Nobody is delivering packages until 9 p.m. Arizona time because that would be 1 o'clock in the morning here. Nobody delivers packages at 1 o'clock in the morning. You don't pay your drivers enough for that. And she's like, oh, well, there's really nothing I can do. I can send a support ticket to my manager and have them call you back in an hour and a half. I'm like, yeah, because that works so well the last 2 times you told me that. You or whoever the hell else I spoke to told me the same thing, and no one's called me back. And no one seems to know where my package is. So I was super pissed off, and I had to take a shower. I took like a super long shower, and I washed my hair. And my husband knows how I get when I wash my hair. And he's like, you know, babe, I'm sorry. And he's like, I know you're stressed out. And my husband just ordered his computer stuff the other day, and all his packages have been coming in, and my one package that I've been expecting all week hasn't come in. And he's like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to. I'm like, I'm not upset with you, and I'm not jealous you're getting your packages. I just want my package. And he's like, I get it. And, you know, he knows I love opening packages, and then when a package is late, it stresses me out. And so I'm like, oh my God, this is so frustrating. And so I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm so sick of DHL. Like, this is literally the first time this has happened, and I'm so done with them. Like, Fairyloot, if you ever see this and you want to switch to FedEx, I will pay the higher prices. I will pay them. I don't care. Please stop using DHL. They fucking suck, and their customer service sucks, and they go based on Arizona time, even though not all their customers live on Arizona time. I'm in freaking South Carolina. Anyway, so I get up this morning to get my son off to school or whatever, and that's at like 7:30. He leaves, and I'm sitting on the couch, and I'm like, fuck, I have to wait until 9 to call them because they don't open until 6. So I wait, and at 9:02, because I'm not a bitch. So at 9:02, I call, and I'm like, I need to know where my package is. And they're like, oh, it's with the delivery driver. It will be delivered by the end of business today. I'm like, ha, see here. No, okay, I'm done with your shit, dude. I have heard that every day for the last week. I have called 4 times a day, every day this week. I should have my package by now. And he's like, I understand how upset you are. I get it. I want my package too. I'm like, you don't get it because I don't have my package. I'm like, what the hell happened to the driver yesterday that was supposed to bring it? Oh, well, he got into an accident in the work van, and he had to come back to base, and all of the packages that he had left in the vehicle had to be brought back, and they were going out today, so they're going to be out today. I'm like, they need to be here. It needs to be here today. This is ridiculous. I have waited all week. There is no reason this should be happening. And I said, I printed off the thing online, and I don't think I still have it in reach with me, but I printed off the thing from their DHL website that says they tried to, on Monday and Tuesday, they tried to deliver it. They tried to deliver it somewhere in Savannah, Georgia. And the closest address to mine is, you know, number, Sidewinder Street. And they tried to deliver it to 124 Forest Street in Savannah, Georgia. That location is a motorcycle shop. They tried to deliver my package to a motorcycle shop. Seriously? Who? Oh, shit doesn't make any sense to me. But whatever. And I'm like, seriously? How did that happen? And they're like, we have no idea. It was the wrong address with the driver. The driver has your correct address. And I'm like, so that explains what happened Monday and Tuesday. The accident explains what happened Thursday. What happened Wednesday? Well, we have no idea. Of course you fucking don't. Of course you don't. So I'm like, whatever. So I'm sitting there in my living room. I put my kids up for a nap today at like noon because I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I'm like, you guys need to take a nap. I'm tired. They're screaming in my face. They're 3 and 1. So it's a lot. It's hard. And then I've been really stressed out with this package thing. And then I see a yellow DHL truck pull up. And I open my freaking door and I'm staring at her, waiting for her to get out the car. And I'm just like, And I'm like so angry, like internally screaming like all of the things that I want to scream at her, but I'm not going to scream at her because it's not her fault. I don't know for a fact that she was the driver all week, that she was the one who was supposed to deliver a package, and yelling at her wouldn't do any good. So I'm just sitting there like, and she's sitting here doing her shit on her little fucking phone thing that they scan all the packages on, and she goes to the back of the truck, gets the package, comes to my porch, and she sets it on the porch and takes a picture of it with me standing there. And then she picks it back up and hands it to me. So, I mean, at least she didn't walk away from it. So, she could have been a total bitch about it, and she could have heard all the complaints that I was leaving about this fucking package. I don't know. But it was ridiculous. Like, the fact that it took me a week late to get this book, on top of having waited for it for months already, because, you know, I ordered it back when it was available to order, and all of that. It was horrible. So, now that my 12-minute rant is done, I am so excited to see this book, and it is gorgeous. It's upside down. Okay. Oh, yeah, Chain of Iron. Yes, it is beautiful. Oh, it has a little something on the cover right there. I don't know what that is. We're going to try to get that off a little later. Okay. All right, I got it off. It was stuck to it. I don't know what it was. Oh, yeah, now I just got the text message that said, oh, your shipment was there. It was just delivered. Just delivered. And I got it like fucking 20 minutes ago. Fucking, wow, they update their systems though, okay. The Last Hours, Book 2, Chain of Iron, okay. Secrets consume even the truest love. Ain't that the effing truth? So, it's got these beautiful, I want to call them moths, but I don't know. I have not read this book. Like I said, I have not read any of these books. I think it is very beautiful, and I'm going to look at the inside of it. Ooh, that's pretty. It's a stamp. I love it. It's really faded, so it must have been running out of ink or whatever, but this is really nice. I like it. And, well, that is basically it. Most of this was a rant about stupid DHL and a little bit of unboxing for Chain of Iron. And I am very excited. It is very beautiful. I am very happy to finally have this. I wish I had Chain of Gold to match, but, you know, apparently you can't have everything because Fairyloot's not putting it back out yet. So maybe when they do, I'll get it. But anyway, that is pretty much it for this. There's not anything else in the box. There's nothing else to go along with this. So I will let you guys go.